For a game that used to have 3,000 concurrent players to a game that barely averages around more than 100, what could have possibly happened for this game to experience such a downfall, and how did this big of a fall off truly happen? For us to understand what made the game fall off in general, we first must understand what made it popular in the first place. Arcane Conquest gained popularity on Roblox as an anti-pay-to-win open-world dungeon crawler that combined fluid class-based combat with deep item customization. Loops released during a drought of high-quality multiplayer RPGs on the platform. It immediately drew an enthusiast of the dungeon crawler/RPG genre. The zero pay-to-win mechanics easily drew in a multitude of players due to everything only being locked behind gameplay. Unlike most RPGs, it has a unique slider-based upgrade system, which allows more customization to your weapons, armor, spells, and other items. It also drew in many players due to the beginner friendliness of it. All lower dungeons were designed to be easier to welcome low-level players, letting them level up quickly without hitting any difficulty walls. The gameplay exists of choosing between 5 core classes at the beginning: Arcanist, Champion, Elementalist, Paladin, or Shadowmancer. Each class has its own unique abilities and roles. The game functions like most dungeon crawlers with a dungeon loop. People run through designated map zones, clearing mobs and eventually the boss. Every time you cleared a tier, you'd unlock a new difficulty level, going from normal all the way to arcane mode. And after every dungeon, defeated enemies dropped weapons, armor, and crafting ingredients like the ancient tome. Items were color-coded by rarity, culminating in super rare or legendary drops that only appeared in the highest difficulties, unlike most dungeon crawlers or some RPGs. Arcane Conquest has a skill tree that you can tailor to your liking, which gives certain abilities and buffs to your character, which seems like it worked out if it happened to draw 3,000 concurrent players at one point. Here's where we get to the fall of the game. The hype initially started around the 25th of January of this 2025. The reasons being design flaws, no updates, and a severe content shortage that left everyone with nothing to do when they hit the max level the game had to offer. Considering the game was entirely progression-based, which as you can tell, if players have nothing to do, they'll leave with no reason to log back in. Dedicated RPG lovers were easily able to max out everything they could within 1 to 2 days of continuous grinding once you beat arcane mode. And at all the good stuff that was offered, you had no reason to continue, which resulted in the player fall-off. The developers intended for rare items, amulets, and cosmetics to sustain a thriving, player-driven trading community. However, because the drop rates in high-tier dungeons were generous, the market became instantly flooded with rare items, which in turn lowered the value of everything, which made it way too easy to get, and in turn ruined the need for grinding. Now here's where the absolute no pay-to-win model kind of screwed them over. With no way to gain revenue, they had no financial incentive or resources to continue funding rapid development growing community. As we all know by now, Roblox games live and die by updates. No updates equals a dead game, and vice versa. And once players realized the updates would take a bit too long to come out, they ditched it for more popular games like World Zero, Dungeon Quest, Iron Soul. The list goes on. Now, for my personal opinion on the game, I give the game a solid 8.7 out of 10. The game is great. The graphics are amazing and the concept is really cool, but they just couldn't live up to the hype with limited funding and slow updates, especially since there's other games out there that have the funding and development time to push out updates easily and quickly. The animations look wonderful, but given a bit more time, and they look even better. But that's just my opinion after all. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know your concerns. And as always, join the Discord in the description. And don't forget to drink some water.